Sadness was the first true feelings.
All I need is that little barrier to be gone.
If you don't speak English or French, it's unlikely you'll be allowed to donate blood. That's something Diana and Yako Morogi recently discovered after the health of their 4-year-old son, Joseph, took a troubling turn.
He went from an energetic little boy to a boy that couldn't walk anymore. He was pale. And my husband came home and I said to him, our son has leukemia. And he said, you're crazy, stop Googling.
But after struggling to find a diagnosis, Diana and Yako took their son to Sick Kids. In late April, doctors confirmed Diana's suspicions and Joseph began receiving treatment right away, including chemotherapy and blood transfusions.
I almost felt a sense of guilt that I had never contributed by donating blood.
They got to work rallying 16 friends and family members together to donate in honor of Joseph during a time the Canadian Blood Services has been warning of shortages. But they found out 3 in the group weren't eligible because they don't speak English.
They said we don't allow translators, we don't have the transcripts translated in other languages, and the donor needs to learn how to speak English or read English in order to donate. My mother-in-law and my mom have a grandchild who's suffering from leukemia right now and who's needed multiple transfusions, and the fact that they wanted to give back and donate and couldn't, they were extremely sad, to be honest.
And I'm sure there are a lot more people out there that don't speak English or read English that are willing to lend an arm.
Natalia is one of them. She's lived in Canada for 20 years and speaks English as a second language to Russian. She stopped by this blood donation clinic purely on coincidence during this interview to confront management about recently being turned away for the same reason.
She said, your English very bad, and can you come after 1 year? I was very upset because I don't understand how my blood and my English can connect.
I think the first question that comes to my mind when I hear this is it legal?
It is legal.
Tanya Walker is a GTA lawyer. She says health law is very clear. Anyone undergoing a procedure must be able to provide proper consent. She cautions having family or friends translate could lead to paraphrasing important details, and adds language falls outside the scope of the Canadian and Ontario Human Rights Code.
Language is not a prohibited ground. We have culture, we have sex, we have like ethnicity, but not language.
She says some similar cases around language have so far been unsuccessful in court, but that bringing the issue before the Canadian Human Rights Commission might still be an option.
And that's like the police. And they investigate the matter, and then they might refer it to the tribunal, which is like a court.
The reaction that you've had from Canadian Blood Services so far to these concerns, what has that been?
It's been very vague.
We were able to reach Canadian Blood Services. In a written statement, they say due to the vast number of languages spoken within Canada, they do currently provide translation services, but only to groups of 20 or more. And due to the confidential and sensitive nature of the donor questionnaire and screening process, we unfortunately cannot permit donors to bring friends or family members to a donation appointment to communicate on their behalf or to translate screening questions for them.
If there's a will, there's a way.
In Vaughan, David Zura, City News.